All right, here we go with 6th grade Excel, lesson number 11. And we're going to be looking at measuring line segments to the nearest ½ inch, ¼ inch, and ½ centimeter. When referring to the line AB, there are arrows on the line above the letters. So this little symbol right here, whoa, sorry, try that again. All right, this little symbol right here means line AB. It refers to this picture right here. And notice that the symbol on the top has an arrow on each end because it's talking about this line. In math, a line is different than in art. A line in math goes forever in this direction and forever in that direction. Only part of the line is drawn on the paper. The arrows indicate that it just keeps going in both directions. Kind of hard to think about, but I'm just going to have to take my word for it. For a line segment CD, there are no arrows. So notice that CD, this line segment, this picture here, it stops on both ends. There's no arrows showing that it just keeps going forever and ever. So this is not called a line in math. This is called a line segment because it stops on both ends. And notice that when I refer to line segment CD, I put a CD, capital letters, just like the capital letters here, and I put a segment symbol over the top of those two letters. You're not allowed to just write CD. That does not refer to this line segment. It refers to these 2 points right here, that point and that point. You're not talking about the segment in between. We have to put that line segment symbol across the top. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at how we measure to the nearest ¼ inch. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a ruler right now. And you should have your own ruler at home. If you do not have a ruler, this would be a good time to pause the video and then go to the store and pick up a ruler. Ask your parents, say, hey, I need a ruler for school. They don't cost very much money. You should be able to get one for less than $1. You can get them at the grocery store, just about anywhere. But you're going to need a ruler for math, not just this year, but for coming years as well. So, yeah, you need a ruler. Let me see if I can get this a little bit straighter here. There we go. All right, the nearest ¼ inch. Whoa, didn't want to do that. Okay, stay there. There we go. ¼ inches are 1/4 of an inch. So here is 0. Let me bring this down here. There we go. Okay, 0 is right here, and 1 inch is right there, and 2 inches is right there. The ¼ inch marks are halfway in between the ½ inch marks. So if this is the 0 and that's the 1/2 inch would be about right there. And so a ¼ inch would be here, or excuse me, 3/4 of an inch would be there, and 1/4 of an inch would be right there. I'm sure your ruler is probably a little bit less confusing than this ruler is here because they don't really have longer lines for the ½ inch and the ¼ inch like they do on your ruler. So this would be 0, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and then 1. Here's 1 1/4 right there. Here's 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and 2. 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, and 3. And then we have 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 3 3/4, and 4. When you measure to the nearest ¼ of an inch, your answer could be 2 inches. It could just be right there at 2 inches. Because 2 inches is an even ¼ inch. The ¼ inches are going 1, 2, 3, 4 ¼ inches, that's a whole, and then 1/4 inch, another ¼ inch, another ¼ inch, another ¼ inch takes you right to the 2. So you could have an answer of 2 when you're measuring it to the nearest ¼ inch, or 2 1/2, or 3 1/2, or 5. As long as it is either a fourth, a half, or a whole, you are measuring to the nearest ¼ inch. So let's go ahead and see how we do that on line segment AB here. I'm lining up this far left side of the line segment right with the line dash that's for the 0. And then I'm looking down on this end here, and I see that it comes to 3 1/2 would be right there, and this would be 3 1/4. So you write in your blank, everybody write 3 1/4 and put I in for inches. Oops, that's not the right place. Let's fix that. Okay. Put 3 1/4 inches on your paper. Now what I'd like you to do is take your ruler and measure line segment CD, and pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. Alright, what you see here is if you line up your ruler nicely, you're going to come right down to here at halfway between 4 and 5. So my answer is going to be 4 1/2. I got to get this out of the way here. 4 1/2 inches. Now we're going to measure to the nearest 1/2 of a centimeter. And I have a metric ruler here as well. My ruler probably looks a little different than yours. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yours probably has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 10 milliliters. These little teeny tiny lines right in here, that's showing you that there are 10 of them. But every one of these big lines is 1 centimeter. So the lines that are halfway in between, so right there, right there, right there, those are 1/2 centimeters. This should be pretty easy for you. Go ahead and measure line segment CD down here to the nearest 1/2 of a centimeter. Put your answer right in here, and then turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, you should line that up right there, and you'll see that we come past the 6 centimeters, about halfway to the 7 centimeters, so the answer is going to be 6 1/2 centimeters. Don't forget your label on these now. All right. Here are the answers, but let's go ahead and keep going. When you compare units of measure, it can be helpful to know the size of the unit in terms of a familiar objects. Objects such as a dime is 1 millimeter thick. But this is not very useful if you need to convert a measurement. You should also know some relationships between common units and metric units. These figures are not exactly equal, so we use this little symbol right here, which means approximately equal to or about equal to. That's the about equal to sign. It looks like an equal sign, except each one of the little line segments there are curvy looking. So 25 millimeters is about 1 inch. 1 kilometer is approximately 0.6 miles, a little bit over 1/2 of a mile for a kilometer. 1 liter is about a quart. 1 kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds. So a kilogram weighs quite a bit more than a pound does, you can see, over 2 pounds. And 1 meter is about 3 yards, or 3 feet. 10 kilometers is about 6 miles. 4 liters is about 1 gallon. And 1,000 kilograms is about a ton. All right, so that's a lot of information. You're going to probably want to go back over that again. And now we're going to do these problems here so we can see if we can compare. So go ahead and do numbers 4 and 5. Make your best guess. Circle the numbers here of your choice, and then turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. 2 yards is about 2 millimeters. Well, a millimeter is the width of a dime. It's hardly anything. And 2 yards is like spreading your hands out spread your arms out. That's a yard, or a giant step, or a step I should say is about a yard. So 2 big steps is equal to 5 little teeny tiny things. No, that's not going to be it. A kilometer is 6/10 of a mile. 2 steps, are you going to take, are you going to go a mile in 2 steps? Probably not. And a meter is very close to a yard, so 2 yards is kind of like 2 meters. So you'd pick number 7 there. Number 5, 10 gallons is equal to about 40 what? Well, kilometers is distance. That has nothing to do with gallons. And kilograms is weight. That also has nothing to do with volume or gallons. And so it can't be either one of those. 40 liters is about 10 gallons. And the reason for that is that a liter is, think about like a water bottle that you would drink. Like the ones that are pretty good size, not super small, but just the regular size water bottles, that's about a liter. And if you take 4 of those, you're making 1 gallon about. That's about approximately equal to 1 gallon. And so if you had 40 of those, I'm not going to draw all these, but so here is another gallon, and that's 4, 8. You can see if you went 10 of these, you'd have 40 of these individual liters, and you'd have 10 gallons. All right, thanks for watching.